We are back in Way of the Hunter on Transylvania. I am OCG. Today we're doing a realistic hunt for some fallow deer and some roe deer. I hope you guys enjoy. Well, I've been sitting here waiting for the rain to pass. Doesn't look like it's going to. I don't even know how it's raining. Maybe it is going to. It looks like it's slowing down a little bit, doesn't it? Anyway, last episode I said I was using the new guns. I wasn't. I realized this after somebody put that in the comments. But what was weird is I have never seen those in my safe before. The guns that I was using, which I think is one of these, this one right here. I have never used this gun, ever. Didn't even know it existed. So it's new to me. It's just not new to everybody else. Anyway, since we're hunting fallow deer and roe deer, I can't actually try the new guns because they are tier 6s. But we are going to use the newest gun to me, which is the 7600, I do believe. Yes, it is. And obviously Grandpa's old rifle, because it's the only tier 4 in the game, which is bad. Well, only tier 4 rifle. Anyway, we are over here at a campsite. I was waiting for the rain, like I said. But there is a feed zone right here for some fallow deer, and I think I'm going to go up that way and see if they are there. Unlikely, but we'll see. If not, then I'm going to have to track them down, because I kind of want to get their other feed zone, and I'm guessing it's somewhere over here. Somewhere. Just a guess. Alright, I see their feed zone. It's literally like right here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So, I don't think they're here. Now, it could just be that I'm here a little early, which I am. I'm about 10 minutes early right now. So they could just be running late. So, I think I'm going to sit here until it is time for them to show up. And if they don't show up, then we will move on and try to find their other feed zone, which I do believe is going to be over here. Which we can head towards these roe deer, which I need to figure out what time a roe deer eat and drink. 3 a.m. 7 a.m. is when they drink. Okay, so there should be a drink zone. So I'm going to head over there after this spot, and then if nothing is over here, I can't find their feed zone, I'm going to go down to the river here for these roe deer. I think I just heard some. It sounds like they're basically where I said they were going to be, somewhere over here, which I do believe is going to be their other feed zone. I was thinking here while I was working over there, and, you know, I used to just go into the woods and just hunt without going to zones. And I know I've gotten away from that mainly because of time. Like, if I did that, I wouldn't be able to get a video out a day. There's just no way. It takes way too long. So I think if I ever get to the point where I have an editor, I think we'll go back to that. Maybe not every video, but maybe every other video or something like that. We'll just pick a section of the woods and just hunt it and see what we get. Maybe nothing. Sometimes you don't find things in the woods. So, you know, like maybe right now, let's just say I don't have any zones. I'm going to pick this spot right here, and we're just going to hunt that section. The whole day. Whatever shows up. Stuff like that, you know, I think that'd be kind of cool. I think that's what we used to do when we were only doing like 1 or 2 videos a week. For now, though, we are going to continue doing the pick a zone and go towards that kind of thing. Just saves me time when I don't have a lot of time. I definitely hear twig snaps, so I think they're up here somewhere. Problem is I don't know where. Since I don't know where, they could be right over this hill. And I'm about to spook them. I think they're going to be... I think they're down in this dip. That's what I think. We'll find out when we get up here, though. Okay, not much I can see right here. I was hoping I'd get a call real soon, but doesn't look like I'm going to. My wind is going from the right to the left here, so I don't want to go down there. I don't want to go down that way and then be up here. So I'm going to work my way over to the left here. And then look down this little valley. And maybe I can see something that way. I think that's the safest option in terms of my wind. In terms of sound, the safest option would just be sit here until I hear a sound. And then move forward towards that area. I heard twig snaps, but I couldn't pinpoint where it was at. I think it was over in this general direction, but yeah, see, it sounds like it's over there. I just don't know where. Is it further away or is it down this hill? I couldn't tell. So, yeah, definitely don't want to go down there and then my wind become an issue. So I think working to my left to keep my wind in favor is the best option here. At least until I get eyes on. Then I can determine where to move from there. Okay, so it looks like they're not up there. So they're definitely down in this dip somewhere. So as I'm getting closer, I'm just moving and then stopping just to let things calm down a little bit. And I just move again, just to make sure I don't spook them, or at least lower the risk of spooking them. Oh, there they be. They really blended in there. I didn't see them at all until they started moving. It doesn't look like anything crazy. I think he's the biggest of the group, which is crazy. Because there's really nothing here. I think those are both females. Right there. That's a female, that's a female, that's a female, that's a female. So 2 males. And both of them suck. Of course they do. I think that one's the older of the 2. But I can't take either one of these guys. They're just... I just can't. They're just not big enough. So, or old enough. So what that means is we're going to go down to the river here. And check on some roe deer. After I grab this zone. Found it! Not looking too good in this first zone. Haven't heard anything, haven't seen anything. And based on how close I am right now, I feel like I would hear something by now. So, I am going to move down the river, heading that direction. The reason I came up to this one first is obviously because of my wind. If you want to look at the purple there, but I mainly go by clouds. Obviously, that's going that way. So if I would have went to that one over there first and they were over here, they would have spooked. Because of my wind. They would have smelled me. So, working our way from here and working down the river, or up the river, however it flows, is the best bet here because of my wind. Always pay attention to your wind. As soon as they smell you, they are on alert, and good luck. Alright, I can't see squat, to be honest, right now. There's just too much in terms of the bush here. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to assume that there's roe deer down here somewhere. And they should be right here, basically. Since they aren't over there, means they have to be here, right? If not, there must be a third drink zone somewhere that I don't have yet. And having a third is very rare. So, we're going to assume that they're here. We're going to give a call for a high fitness male and see what happens. If they're not here, then I have no idea where they're at, because they're not back that way. We would have spooked them. We walked right through it. So, I have no idea. I feel like I'd hear something by now too, because even if it wasn't a high fitness, they usually give calls when you're pretty close. Now, obviously, this icon doesn't really mean that's exactly where they're at. So I'm gonna work my way down a little bit further, but I just don't think they're here either. Which blows my mind. Not quite sure where they're at. I have no idea. There's nothing here. That's really bizarre. It's only 8:40, so they shouldn't have left yet. I think they go to their next zone at 10:11. So there's no reason for them to leave yet. Makes no sense why they're not here. I just don't understand it. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, I bugged it. I bugged it. I don't know how I bugged it, but I bugged it. There's gonna be another fallow zone somewhere nearby. So I'm gonna head up to that one. There's also another one right there, but that is over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to this one and see what we got. What? What are the roe deer doing up here? I'm sorry, what's happening? 3 p.m. 9 o'clock. I am confused. What are they doing in a feed zone? Help. That makes no sense. Heard twig snaps over there too, so we might have fallow deer. Come on. How does this make sense? What's happening? Why are my fallow deer at a... Not my fallow deer, but why are my roe deer at a feed zone? At 9 in the morning. There's no way. There's no way they're already at their feed zone. It's 3 p.m. Are they just super late getting to their drink zone? Because, wow, they're late. By about 2 hours. I find that hard to believe. The only problem now is my wind, obviously, is going that way. Right? Let's go more that way. I'm quite sure how close these guys are. You might be able to give a call and get them in. Actually going to place down a stand right here. Because I think they might be over this hill. Don't spook. Okay, we're good. Let's see here. Can we call in a roe deer? Oh yeah, they're right here in front of me. That's not roe deer. That's fallow deer. But I do have roe deer over that way. And I might actually be within range because it sounds like I've got one coming in. Yeah, I think we got one hooked here. So, I'm going to move into this bush right here in front of me. And we'll wait it out. Yeah, it's definitely the fallow deer that I spooked earlier. Not important, because there's just absolutely nothing in there to take. Anyway, I'm going to keep giving some calls here and see if we can get one of these guys in. Hopefully we have a big boy. I really want to take another 5-star. I decided to move up a little bit more. I just want to make sure I'm in range. Because I have no idea if I was or not. I feel like we were, because I feel like we were calling this guy in. But you just never know, so I just wanted to make sure I was in range. I'm placed on a stand here that might help me see over this hill. Yep, okay, we got a roe deer right there in front of me. You're not bad. Is he the only one? That's the question. I feel like he is, because I don't think I heard 2 calls. I think I just heard the 1. But we'll give a couple more calls here as he works his way in, see if we get another response from somebody else. But I think it's just going to be this one guy. And this is not the gun I want to use, because this will absolutely destroy you. This is the one I want. Grandpa's old rifle. Yeah, it's just going to be this guy. Is he crazy? No. Is he like a 3? Maybe. He's dead. Pretty sure that's a heart shot. Yep. Nailed it, boys. Let's go. I don't even think those fallow deer spooked wherever they're at. It doesn't sound like they did. Actually, technically, the roe deer didn't even spook either. Give me that. Thank you. So, I'm going to go pick this guy up, and we're going to go back over to the area over there, which is where I think I heard some twig snaps. And it's possible that it is going to be fallow deer. This guy, I think, is going to be like a 3. He might surprise me. Wait a minute. Just to be safe here. Yeah, heart shot him. I don't know, he's pretty big, isn't he? Pretty big. I'm going to say he's a 3, though. Yeah, 86% mature. He had a chance to be a 5, but I think he is late stage mature, and I don't think he would have pushed into a 5. 85 pounds, though, so we can check that out. obviously, adjust to sell. Let's go check out our encyclopedia here for some roe deer. 86 pounds. Yeah, he was full stage mature there. We're not going to push into a 5. I am actually curious, though. Do we have more coming in? Or is that just a roe deer giving a call because they heard me? I'm going to move up a little bit. Give a couple calls. If I don't see anything moving this way, then we're going to move on to the fallow deer over there. Or at least possible fallow deer over that way. I hear fallow deer, but they're over here. Which is weird. Could be those guys. Or could be this guy's second feed zone, or this guy's second feed zone. So now I'm very curious. Let's go up there and check it out. And what we're going to do is give a call to see if we can get them closer, because I don't know if that's the same herd that I saw over there or not. I heard twig snaps over here, and then these guys called, and I also heard twig snaps down that way, so there's still a chance there's fallow deer down there, but since these guys called, I already know there is fallow deer here, so might as well head to the ones that I know of. You should never call while you're working your way in, because if you hook deer in by the call, then sometimes they don't give a call back, so you don't actually know if you got one hooked, and if you do, and you don't know about it, you're pushing your way in while they're working their way towards you, and therefore you are going to probably spook them. So what I'm going to do is do the complete opposite of what I just said and actually do it. Because I'm going to try... There's another reason you can do it. I'm going to get some height here. Is to try to get a response. Because if you get a response, you know where they're at. Looks like I got one. So they're down there. And it does look like I might have one hooked then. Because that was instant response. So, we might have a fallow deer on the way here. If so, it means it's a high fitness, and hopefully something big. I haven't seen any big fallow deer recently. They've all been pretty small. So I'm hoping maybe we got some big boys. Anyway, I'm going to stay here for a little bit, give a couple calls, and see what we got. It's not sounding too good right now. Or looking too good, because obviously I haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, I might push forward here. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna move forward and see if I can get at least get a response or some kind of call, at least determining if I'm getting closer or not. What I don't want is them to walk away, because then I've got to follow them, and it's going to take a long time. I've said this in several videos, but yeah, they're walking away because they were down here. But I've said this in several videos of when you're following an animal. There you go, fallow deer. When you're following an animal and they're walking away from you, you move like 15 feet, and then they move like 30. So you're never going to catch up to them. Unless you run, obviously, or speed walk. But when you're walking like this, you're never going to catch them. And you kind of have to walk like this, because if you don't, they're going to spook. Yeah, I don't think we have any high fitness here. If we did, I feel like they would already be working their way in this way, and instead they're all walking away. So I don't think we have a high fitness, and this actually might be the same herd. This guy. I doubt it, though, because why would they be over here unless there's another rest zone, which... Let's check that. No, they should be going to a drink zone next. So my guess is we don't have a high fitness. I'm going to call a couple more times for high fitness as I work my way closer to them, but I don't think we have any. We might not get anything this episode other than that one roe deer. But, you know, that's hunting for you. I'd like to know the percentage of people that play Way of the Hunter if they play in hunter, ranger, or just, you know, the easiest mode. I'd like to know the percentages on those. Because I think more people should play, obviously, more people should play ranger mode. It's just more fun, right? Because it's not more difficult per se. Because once you figure everything out, it's actually kind of easy. I mean, the only thing is this right here. It just takes time, which most people don't have. So I can understand why they want to play hunter or anything lower than that. Makes sense. But at the same time, you're missing out on just the game. Because it's so much more fun and more enjoyable and more immersive when you're hunting like this. You don't know where these guys are. There's no bubbles. There's no hunter sense. You have no clue. You can only go by what you hear, and that's it. Or what you see, obviously. And obviously, I don't see anything right now, so I'm going by off of what I hear. Now, what I hope in Ultimate Hunting, when that comes out, it did look like in the trailer that you could track animals. Now, if that is the case, oh, baby, we're going to have some fun. Because I want to go on a track. Like, just go out in the woods, pick a track, and start following it. I'm hoping the track gives you kind of information. Not, you know, oh, it's a 5-star deer or whatever. But I want to know, like, its weight. Wow, they're close. Yeah, I want to know its weight and stuff like that. Because then I can figure out myself if it's going to be a 5-star or whatever their rating system is. Now, the question is this guy coming in or is he just really close? Not quite sure. I don't think he's coming in. I think he's just really, really close. But yeah, I wanna go on a snow track hunt. Where you just walk out into the woods, find a track in the snow, and, you know, do like the finger test where you put 2 to 3 to 4 fingers in the track, and if it's big enough, you go for it. Or fresh enough. If it's covered in snow, then obviously you don't track it, because there's no point. It's way gone. I can't see squat. I don't hear them, so that means they're probably not within 150 yards or so, but never mind, they're really, really close. They're super close. Like right here. I just can't see anything. So yeah, I'm hoping... I know I'm like in between things here, but I'm hoping Ultimate Hunting has that kind of stuff. I wish Way of the Hunter did that. And not just Hunter Sense. Like, I want to go out into the woods when it snows, which doesn't even snow in this game, but I wish it did. And pick a track, follow it, and see if I can find a deer that way. It'd be so fun. It'd be so fun. Obviously, it'd take forever. But I would do that, like, if I ever get to the point where I have an editor and I can do that kind of stuff, I would do it instantly. I'd spend 4 hours tracking one deer. Because that's what you do in real life when you're tracking. I think these guys ran off, and I don't even think there's anything important here, so we're just going to move off. Move on to something else. I'm over here. Trying to find this rest zone, since it's close to 11 now, so roe deer should be sleeping. Or resting. So I heard some twig snaps over here. I also spooked some wolves. Don't really care, though. They ran up that way. But the other twig snaps are here over this way, so there's a chance the roe deer are working their way towards their rest zone. Because they got 23 minutes or so until they get there. Or until they have to be there, I guess. I say have to be, like it's mandatory. Which I guess it kind of is. Anyway, we're slowly working my way over to where I heard the twig snaps, just to see if I can see anything. If not, then I'm just going to push up towards their rest zone up there somewhere. and wait it out, or possibly see something. And if we don't see anything, I don't have another feed zone. I mean, another rest zone for these guys. But my guess would be it's probably over here somewhere. I don't really know, though. It's possible it's down over here. Usually they don't put them super close together, so I would guess that it's over there. If anything, I can go across the mountain here and check that one out. I might make it in time. Or I can move over to this fallow deer, which is probably what we'll do next if I don't find this roe deer. Yeah, they're really close. If it's roe deer, I don't know. And let's try to find out. So let's give a high fitness call here for a roe deer and see what happens. They're down there somewhere, though. Whatever it is that's making that twig snap. I'd very much like to get eyes. But I just don't see squat. Which means it could be in this dip, which means they're really close. Obviously, my wind is also very bad. It's going that way. So, there's a chance they smell me, and they're not going to come into a call. Okay, so the roe deer are here. It sounds like they're right there. I see them. It sounds like they're right there. No, they are right there, because I can see them. About 150, 160 yards out. Which means they should hear the calls. Now, the question is, do we actually have a high fitness? That, I don't know yet. It's not looking promising, though. We've got fallow deer. Well, okay. Do we try to call in both right now? Just see if we can get one of them in? Yeah, let's do it. I think those fallow deer are pretty close. Obviously, I gotta wait for it to refresh here. So the twig snaps I heard were the actual fallow deer down here. These guys I didn't hear. We might actually have one coming in, based on these calls. Let's try to get this fallow as well, just to see what we got. Maybe we don't have one coming in. It just sounds like we've got one, but I don't see anything. Sure doesn't look like we've got one coming in. Do I hear one? I do hear one. I hear one, but I don't see it. And I barely hear it. Where? Hello? Are you right behind this tree? You are. Ah, okay. How you doing? I think those fallow deer are too far away. I'm gonna keep calling them, though, just in case they do come in. And hopefully they don't spook after I use this Grandpa's old rifle, which shouldn't, because it's really quiet. Let's take this guy out here. I don't think he's anything special. Dropped him, boys. It's a red deer. Spooked the the roe deer. Didn't spook the fallow deer, so they might actually be out of range. We'll keep calling them, though. as I move over to pick this guy up. Just to make sure we keep the caller going. In case we do have one coming in. Unlikely, though. I think we're too far away. I think they're actually at a drink zone right now. Yes, so they're down by the water. So they're pretty far away. Yeah, I don't think we're in range. Unless they're up here somewhere. Or, if we are in range, it's possible we don't have a high fitness at all. Man, I thought we had one coming in, but it sounded like it was up that way, not down here. Yeah, this guy's nothing crazy. It's probably a 2. Possibly a 3. Yeah, 265% mature, obviously, just so. Alright, it sounds like the fallow deer are actually over here. Oh, man, now you're making me want to know what the red deer are. Come on. Yeah, I heard the twig snaps over here, and my wind is going that way, so there's a good chance they do not come into the call whatsoever. And I actually am going to check to see what this red deer is. Are you high fitness? Yep, okay. Well, let's see what we got. If it's nothing special, we're just going to move on. I'm going to loop around to the right here and come down on top of these guys. Because obviously, if I keep calling from right here, they're probably never going to come this way, because they can smell me. Not to mention, I don't even know if we have a high fitness, because nobody's called back. Just red deer so far. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and keep calling for both of these guys. One of these guys are bound to show up. Red deer's getting closer. So we definitely got him in. I'm going to swap over to low fitness here to see if we can get a response at least from one of these guys. I think we might be too far away. Or, again, it's because of my wind. One of the two. But I want to see what this red deer is. Obviously, we do not have a gun to really do enough damage to take this guy out. But if I can get a good heart shot, it would be alright. Hi, how are you? You don't look too bad, but I don't think you're super great. Nah, you're not super great. Are you old? I think he's the only one. I don't know if you're old enough, buddy. I might leave you alone. Are there two? What are you doing, buddy? Sounds like it's just one. I don't think this guy's old enough to take. Definitely not big enough. Okay. Just walk away. No wonder it takes him so long to come in. Crazy nuts. Keep doing this stuff. Whatever. We're moving on to the fallow deer. Okay, my wind is no longer an issue because the twig snaps are down this way. Wind's blowing that way. So, I need to get close enough to try to give a call here without spooking them. Problem is, I don't know where they're at. Do I take this route or do I take this route? I think I take this route. If I take that route, I think I'm just going to see woods. I see them, actually. How do you know I'm here from that far away? I guess it could make sense. High fitness call here. I don't think we're going to have anything, though. That actually might be the only one. Could be a loner. I don't see any others, and I didn't see any others walking through there, so... Could just be him. So, the fallow deer / roe deer video has turned into a roe deer video. But, we are trying to hunt fallow deer. It's just, there's literally nothing to kill. Everything's so small right now. I guess with me hunting the brown bear, and letting time go, these guys have died off and are very small now. So I think when we start hunting brown bear again, which should be next week, we should start having these guys grow up a little bit more. Yeah, it's not looking too good. No callbacks. I can't even see them anymore. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It is now like 11 o'clock my time right now. And I still have to edit this and get it uploaded and make a SPT video as well. So it'll be a long night. But if you guys want to see more videos like this one, check out these videos right here. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please head down and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. And as always, have a fantastic day. OCG out.